miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4. 33-yard line. Here we go.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And his pass incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. DeAndre Carter back deep. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Browns at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and breaks through it for a solid gain.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. It's Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 23-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. We're good.
Fields now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Third and 20.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
They'll send a
line.
receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, son.
In motion, the tight end. Hall again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Jet.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly is a long one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now it's Fields. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Passing play, Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards that time for number 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Flacco. That's caught left side by Jeudy. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Flacco. He'll get this complete to Tillman. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up
and he takes this one in for Brown score. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns defense getting ready. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up.
At the 39-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joe Tryon. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The New York set to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, Scott.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 6.
Fields. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jake Camarda now.
Formation.
On the return, Carter. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go, set.
Flacco looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
3:19,
to throw is Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Move 58. Move 58. Sit up. All right. All right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. As the Browns.
Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's last year's top 10 pick, Michael Penix. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Falcons come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is J.K. Dobbins. He gets a seal here, and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Broncos are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ready. 60 Eagles.
To pass, Flacco. That's going to be caught by Judy. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And the Browns first down.
Here's Flacco. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. And it's 2nd down.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Cleveland.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Third down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now Flacco. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. Looking to put a drive together. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Malik Collins in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Flacco. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Flacco. In trouble, and he's taken down. Will McDonald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3.
guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This is 2nd and 8. Give up the middle, Jenkins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
39-yard line.
60 Eagles.
From the gun, Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's got it down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cleveland.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Flacco from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Don't jump. Ready?
At the
Hurry up, hurry
27-yard
up.
line.
Move 58, son.
Here's Hall again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Fields now to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Play action, Flacco. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Operating off play action, Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Flacco. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That is first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The Browns, first down.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll find Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. He finds Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Fields. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And the pressure gets to him again. It goes a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the 50, here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Here we go. Green 19. Got
to try it here. He's back to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Third down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets,